Good morning and welcome to Community Focus. I'm Faith Daniels, and it's a no makeup Sunday, and we are having the most amazing discussion. And it's about coming to the city's living room, and that is our favorite place. It's the Levitt Pavilion, Dayton. And I'm going to be speaking with Madeline Hart, who gives us the latest and the greatest details about everything going on at the Levitt. Now, if you recall, the Levitt Pavilion is the most amazing experience because when we go to the Levitt, we used to sit on the lawn, bring our food, bring our blankets, bring our chairs, and literally enjoy the most amazing, talented artists from all over the world, number one. But number two, just ones that gave us the amazing performance that we would normally have to pay for, but it was free at the Levitt. And they would then pass these amazing buckets and take our donations. And I honestly think you feel better and you feel like you can dig deeper to give during those times because the performances were so awesome and so heartfelt. So let's welcome Madeline Hart to the broadcast this morning. Welcome, Madeline. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you doing, Faith?
I am phenomenal. It is always a great time for us to talk about the Levitt. And everybody's kind of like, oh, it's summertime. We should be on the city's lawn downtown Dayton at the Levitt. But with COVID, things have changed everybody's schedule, everybody's way of doing things. And I know it's new for the Levitt. So let's jump right in. Tell us all about it.
Oh my goodness. So, we are still on pause for our live concerts, obviously, on the lawn for many, many reasons. Especially, public health. We don't want to add to the problem. We want to help the problem. We want to keep everyone
Absolutely
safe. So, but we still believe that we can further our mission through virtual means. Everybody's pivoting. Everybody's being we're having to get, ingenuity is having to come into play. So we are pivoting to a virtual season as part of our 2020 Eichelberger concert season. So we do have free concerts online. Our next one will be Thursday, July 30th, I believe. I'm not getting that date wrong. With Allison Justice from the Catowicks, so local favorite. I believe they won the Battle of the Bands most recently. So they'll be on our stage. That all goes through our Facebook. We're also doing a fundraiser.
Yes. And I think that's awesome because one of the things that we strive to do with the Levitt, and I was talking about that a little bit before I brought you on, was that the Levitt concerts are free. But they are free at an expense. Yes, there's fantastic sponsorship that goes along with this. There's wonderful opportunities that, our local as well as national sponsors have come to the table and sponsored amazing shows. But it feels so good to be able to give when those beautiful buckets come out during our performances, because it's our way of showing our gratitude, our way of saying thank you for such a well put together show, artists that have come from literally all over the world to perform for us in downtown Dayton. And this fundraiser is the virtual passing of the buckets. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you're right. That one of the big things about the Levitt is that we want to break down the barriers to high caliber performing arts. So we have local, we have national, we have international artists on our stage that you would usually pay $50 to go see or more, but at the Levitt, we want that to be open to everybody. Everybody deserves that community building that music brings. So it's free to you to come to the concert,
right?
But it's not free to put on. We have professional light and sound crew.
Oh, indeed.
Professional light and sound equipment. We pay every single artist that's on our stage, no matter if they're local or international. They are paid on our stage. And so, there we have janitorial to keep the bathrooms clean and all of that. So, and even with a virtual series, we are still paying every single artist. We are recording them on our stage. So we have that lighting and professional sound on our stage, even with the virtual concert. So there is still
an expense
that comes along with it. Correct. So we need everybody's help. We do have amazing donors and sponsors. And so we also have this fundraiser on July 23rd, Thursday, July 23rd. We are having a fundraiser that you are emceeing, Faye.
And I love it. It is so crazy that the virtual experience has become almost the new normal for everything that we do. And this virtual experience of the Levitt going live, it is going to be incredible because it will include an amazing performance. Not only the performance is going to be crazy, there's silent auction items that you can purchase, and there's an opportunity to have food and drinks just as if you were right there on the lawn with us. It's going to be crazy. Tell us all about it.
So the food and drink option, actually, we had to get those tickets into the Grist Provisions, who's providing
and it went so fast. Yes. I understand.
It went so fast, but there are still tickets available for the experience.
Yes.
Part of this, even if you don't have the food and drink, $25, only $25 gets you. Not only do you have this exclusive performance with Kashana Armstrong, who's a Nashville singer-songwriter, incredible human being.
Yes.
You have the exclusive performance, but you also get to do a Q&A, a live Q&A with her. So you can send in, it's going to be on Facebook in a private Facebook group. And on that live, you can type your questions. And then Faith will be doing that Q&A with her from your questions. So if you ever wanted to know what, being a musician in Nashville, one of, the music city is like,
it's crazy to have her, because we were talking to her yesterday, just getting a feel for it. Her whole vibe is so cool. Her vibe is so relaxed. I felt like, and we were on this call and we were, all doing our technical pieces to get ready for the 23rd. Her vibe was like I had known her my entire life. So smooth, so relaxed, so ready to tear down Dayton in this amazing virtual experience. But what I love about it being a virtual experience, doesn't matter where you are. You can log on all over the world, wherever you are, and participate with us. And that's why I think it is so important to understand the facility of the Levitt, how amazing it is, how awesome it is every single summer for us to enjoy it. And this summer, we're just not on the lawn, but we're in our living rooms together. And I think the hardest part for me is I don't get to see and touch people that I see every summer at the Levitt, and they come with their chairs and their tiny tables with the little lamps on them and their baskets of food. And it's really become a family event where we all get together at the Levitt. Maybe that should be the new tagline. Let's get together at the Levitt. And it's a wonderful experience. Tell us how people can log on and purchase their tickets.
Okay, so you can find all the information at levittdayton.org, levittdayton.org. And you'll buy your tickets through Eventbrite. So if you go there, there will be a link that takes you to Eventbrite that helps you buy your tickets. And then once you buy your tickets, you'll get a link to this private Facebook group that then you'll request to join, put in your confirmation number, we'll let you in. And then you can actually join that Facebook group once you buy your ticket before the event, because the silent auction will go live before the event. And so you can go ahead and be bidding, you can be interacting with people, that's part of the lawn experience, right?
Yes.
With your friends, new and old. So we're trying to create that in this Facebook group as well. It's not the exact same, but I think we can do it.
Well, I tell you, the bidding beforehand is something that I'm going to definitely encourage people to do, specifically because the items are so awesome. Not only are they awesome, I suggest you bid high and you bid often, and they can check back and see what their bid is doing. And that's the thing that I'm going to suggest, because all of the things that I've been privileged to know that are going to be on that silent auction list, trust me, people, you want to get a part of this early and stay on it through the 23rd. July 23rd.
Those items, they're really cool. So we had a wonderful donor, Carol London, bought 6 of these Crate and Barrel tiny tables. So they're like a table in a bag. You unroll them, you put on the legs, and they're really low to the ground. So next year, when we're back on the lawn,
That's
you can
right.
put them on the lawn with your lawn chairs. But then we also had donors donate things to go with them. So think about like a silent auction goodie basket, except
Yes.
it's a tiny table. So we have a movie themed tiny table, a Front Street artist, actually 3 Front Street artists.
Wow.
One painted the table, and they donated, another artist donated a glass piece to go with it. Another donated a steel piece to go with it.
Wow.
So, oh my gosh, it's incredible. We also have one that has beautiful flowers and picnic basket with Joliska glassware, but not glassware, plasticware that you feel.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Glass on the lawn. So, oh my gosh, you have fancy, if you want to do it fancy, or we have the movie night, or we have date night, pizza and beer for a year. Well, the pizza's for a year. But through Warped Wing, their beer. So it's going to be really cool. You definitely, I mean, these are all, I think the lowest is like a $200 value. So,
and that's awesome. That's awesome. And we are so grateful for the donations for the Levitt, because again, as we said earlier, the Levitt thrives on donations, and this silent auction is taking the place of our buckets during the performances that we traditionally pass during the intermission of the performances. And I wish we could be together again on the lawn, and it's always a wonderful time, but it is the season of a pandemic, so it is necessary for us to adjust. And I'm so grateful that the Levitt has found a way to be able to do that, and do it with such class, such flair, and such fun always, because Levitt is known for fun in downtown Dayton. When we were on the lawn, every single concert, there would be people dancing literally on the right below the stage. There's people that dance all through the lawn with their kids, with their, significant others, or by themselves. The point was, Levitt is the place to be to have a fantastic experience. Now it's just going to be virtual. That's it. Now you guys have got some cool stuff coming up the rest of the summer as well. Tell us about it.
So we have, like I mentioned before, our virtual free series. It will be every Thursday starting. We just had our first one, and then we'll start back July 30th after our fundraiser. So we'll have something going on our Facebook page every Thursday. But then we also, as I don't know if a lot of people know this, but as part of our mission, our adjunct mission is to bring this music, not just on our stage, but to bring these artists to under-resourced and at-risk youth in our community. So, youth that wouldn't usually get to go to a songwriting workshop, or get to have a Q&A with an international, Grammy-nominated, Grammy award-winning artist. They get to do that. So this year we couldn't do that in person, as everything we can't do in person. So we have partnered with Art as Mentorship, which is a nonprofit by Making Movies creator and lead vocalist. So they last year, and so they have this nonprofit. They do a summer camp. So we partner with them, and Levitt is doing our first summer camp, and it's going to be first virtual summer camp, August 3rd. It is free, a free.
Wow, that's incredible.
But there are limited spaces because this is a songwriting intensive. So there will be Grammy award-winning artists in there. There's going to be Gina Chavez is going to be. She opened our venue. She is going to be part of this summer camp. Making Movies will be part of the summer camp. Darren Bell with the Dayton Funk All-Stars.
Yes, he was on a couple of weeks ago with us.
Yeah, so he's going to be part of this with his My Music Ed app. He's going to be a teacher in it. So. Someone from Los Lobos will be part of it.
Wow.
Hector from Las Cafeteras will be part of it. It is incredible. So it's a week-long summer camp. And then at the end of it, the students will be able to have a showcase on that August 7th, that Friday evening. That's going to be on our virtual stage on Facebook. And then the big one is that students who are committed and go through the whole camp will next year, Making Movies is going to be on our stage. Spoiler alert. So
Heck yeah.
we'll be on the Levitt stage and perform with Making Movies.
You have absolutely blown my mind. That is like the amazing summer camp from songwriting heaven.
Yeah.
What thought, who would think that summer camp could be that cool?
Right.
Because not only virtual, you're thinking blah 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 blah, it's going to be from home, boring. You've just run down a list of songwriters and musical groups that the average songwriter has listened, or kid songwriter has listened to these music, listened to these beats, and are thinking, I wish if I could just. And you're making that available. That's incredible. How can parents get their kids signed up today? How can they do it?
Go to levittdayton.org. We have it listed as an event on our website. You can just go to that, and there's a link right there for the sign up sheet. So
that's fantastic. Levitt Dayton. Man, it never ceases to amaze me. And I tell you, every season has been better than the season before with Levitt. And with these Thursday performances, the virtual performances, we're expecting great things. And I know Levitt is poised to deliver. Thank you for joining us today, Madeline.
Thank you for having me, Faith.
It's always our pleasure. And if you need more information about the Levitt Dayton and what we've talked about today, especially the virtual fundraiser that's happening on July 23rd, please, all you got to do is follow the link right there on the screen and check it out. And it will give you the details on how to be able to get in for this wonderful experience, the silent auction items, the amazing performance, and the Q&A that will follow. How often do you get to have a question and answer with the artist that you just watched perform? Not often, but the Levitt is notorious for being able to give us something we can't get anywhere else. We've been talking with Levitt Pavilion Dayton, and we're excited about what's going to be happening virtually for the remainder of the summer. Thank you for checking out Community Focus. I'm Faith Daniels. Enjoy your day.